everyone, I'm Steffi D.
And I'm Lisa H.
And welcome to Check-In From Away.
This week we are having a We Will Rock You reunion.
Thanks for joining us. Lisa.
Steffi.
Guess what?
What?
It's time to rock and roll with a We Will Rock You reunion.
Yes, I can't wait. You know, I'm a rock and roll girl at heart, and I love this musical.
Also, saying We Will Rock You is really hard. It's like a tongue twister. Try to say it 3 times fast.
We will rock you, we will rock you, we will rock you.
Oh, you're really good at that. I feel like I wouldn't do so well. I will say, Lisa, that Bohemian Rhapsody is like a go-to karaoke song for me. I know it's a really lengthy song, and when people hear it, they get really excited, but also it means you're going to be on stage forever. Of course, in karaoke bars, when karaoke bars were open.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic. I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Hey everybody, my name is Yvan Pedneault. I played Galileo in We Will Rock You in Toronto about, 13 years ago, something like that.
And what else have you done for Mirvish?
Oh, I played Drew for Rock of Ages shortly after. That was a lot of fun as well.
Amazing.
Also, Yvan, we have to tell people at home that you were a finalist on La Voix in Quebec.
Yeah, that's right. In 2016.
In one of our episodes, somebody's favorite memory of their career involves you.
This young man named Yvan Pedneault came in, barely spoke any English, and he sang, and he kept going. It was a beautiful voice, and he kept going, and he hit the top. It was like, oh my God, it was like weeping. It was so good. The guys from Queen just said he was the best singer they had heard since Freddie.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Erica Peck, and in Toronto, I played Scaramouche in We'll Rock You, and then I played Oz on the U.S. national tour. For Mirvish, I have also done The Boys in the Photograph, Kinky Boots. I think that's it. And you can imagine how everyone else felt the day they walked in, and there was like little me, just had my 20th birthday, dropped out of school 10 minutes ago. Yvonne can't speak English, and we're the 2 stars of your show. Everybody was a little like, but it worked out.
Hello, I'm Sterling Jarvis of We Will Rock You. I played Britney Spears and also Hilary Duff. And I've also was lucky enough to perform in Lion King for 3 years with Mirvish.
You are also the voice of the theme song of Zaboomafoo.
Me and you and Zaboomafoo. Come along and see what's new. At Animal Junction, we're waiting for you.
And I grew up watching Zaboomafoo after school like every single day.
Yes, that's me.
Hello, my name is Alana Bridgewater, and I played the Killer Queen in the Canadian original production of We Will Rock You. The energy of that, we did it for 2.5 years, I think, in total. And it's like, I never got tired of singing the music, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
You do 8 shows a week of something and you're just like, oh man, that song's coming up.
Yeah,
but it was never like that with We Will Rock You. For some reason, you always found something new. You were always able to express yourself because it was rock music. So you didn't have to sit within like a specific parameter.
Right.
And that I really call it a singer show.
Hi, I'm Tristan Avakian. I was Guitar One on the Toronto production of We'll Rock You and many other productions of same. And other Mirvish shows that I've done been Kinky Boots, Book of Mormon, Rock of Ages, The Bodyguard, Bat Out of Hell, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I kind of lose count after a while.
Right.
What about Come From Away? You didn't say Come From Away.
It changed my life. I was a newcomer to Canada, and I came in like at the top level with like the best job for a musician in Canada. So it was a life-changing experience, and I'll always love Brian for that and owe him a debt of gratitude.
Not only did you play in the Toronto company, but you tour all over the world with the Queen cover band. Isn't that true?
That's true.
Yeah. And you guys have been your Queen cover band with Mark Martel, right? Has put out a few videos that are hitting like huge numbers during the pandemic.
Yeah, Under Pressure topped 1 million a couple of weeks ago, and we just put up another one for Fat Bottom Girls about a week ago. It's already passed 100,000.
Are you gonna let it all hang out, fat bottom girls? You make the rockin' world go round.
As you can imagine, I was when I left Quebec to come play in We Will Rock You, I had no idea how big the show was going to be. I had no idea. I had never been in Toronto other than for the audition. So I didn't know how big the business was, the musical business was in Toronto, how important it was, how many people were going to work on the show. And then the whole cast became a big family. We hear that often. Oh, that cast was great, was a big family. But there's always one cast for every actor, that one cast that is different at a different level of friendship or you know. And I feel like We Will Rock You is like that for me. It's a bunch of friends. We became a big family. Everybody kind of took me under their wings at different times. And yeah. And of course, you know, I guess the greatest memory of all is also meeting my the one that was gonna become my wife. So
Let me preface this by saying I'm gonna sound old. So there used to be this thing called the newspaper, and there was like this article that this rock show was coming, and my friends and my family, they were like, Erica, like you have to go audition. And it was an open call. Like it was literally like a lineup, wait for hours. Maybe we'll see you, maybe we won't type of thing. I was also going to college where they didn't want you auditioning for things, which fair. I mean, they don't want me missing school. So there were a lot of orthodontist appointments, no braces, but it's fine. So my parents drove me down and I went in the stage door of the Elgin Theater. And my parents were sitting in the car, and behind me, they watched Brian May and Roger Taylor walk in. And my mom turned to my dad, and she was like, "Don't pay her tuition." And I don't have stage parents at all. Like they're social workers. They were like their biggest fans, but not in the business at all. My mom was like, "Don't pay next semester. She's gonna get this show." There's like a strange moment the very first day of the press conference. So I went to school at 8:30, and I dropped out of college. I said, "Thank you, but I gotta go. I gotta go do this thing." And then I didn't know what to wear. Like I had like 2 nice shoes ever because I was a college student. Like I had no money. So I go and suddenly like Brian May's asking me what shirt to wear. Yvonne, like he can't speak to me, but he's very nice. And I don't speak any French. I'm horrible. And I'm meeting all of these people like Evan Billings there, Alana Bridgewater, Ben Elton, the Mirvishes. And there was a moment at the top of the stairs of the Canon lobby when they were doing this big press conference. They're announcing the principles of the show. And just at the top of the stairs, I was like, I feel so fortunate that I just like had this moment where I was like, literally the second you start to walk down these stairs, your whole like life, your whole adult and professional life and artistic life is going to start. Like, this is where it begins. So don't fall down the stairs. Like, I was like, just nail the stairs.
Getting to work with the guys from Queen. What my first favorite memory was auditioning for them, because you don't think you're actually going to be in the room with them. And then when you come into the room, they were the sweetest guys, came from behind the table, thanking me for my time and coming in. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm auditioning for your show. And the night that they came to see the show, when, you know, it was our opening night, and Brian's talking to me, he says, I have a question for you. He goes, I love your performance. And I said, thank you so much. That means so much to me. He goes, I have a question for you. He goes, why are you trying to hold that all in one note? I said, well, it's in the music. It's in, you know. He goes, but Freddie never did that. So if it's good enough for Freddie to take a breath, take a breath. And I was like, are you giving me permission?
It's hard to say one thing because the whole production was epic. Like, just having this all Canadian production with all these amazing people. I think the first day of rehearsal was like this, like, oh my goodness, you're here. Like, the Love Fest was so huge, and we knew that it was big, and we were embarking on something really great. And of all the casts that I've been in throughout my whole career, we're the ones that stay the most in touch. So it's a really beautiful thing to have that, you know. But one of my favorite moments was ringing in, I think it was 2008. Oh gosh, was it 2008?
Probably.
I was a teenager too when I started, so. But yes, and we, Sterling, Jarvis and I sang Auld Lang Syne. And then we performed with the whole cast in the cold after a performance. It was awesome.
At Nathan Phillips Square.
At Nathan Phillips Square, yeah.
Probably working with Brian May. He comes out to the premiere of every production and jumps in. He gets on stage with us. Roger, not so much. Roger's not as into it, but Brian's there at every premiere, and it's always a shot in the arm. Everybody wants to do their best, not because they're scared of him. It's more like they want to rise to his level. There's something that he calls the power of rock in the show. Well, Ben Elton, the writer, the power of rock, and it's said kind of semi-ironically, tongue-in-cheek, because you can't just say that like unironically in this day and age. But when he brings it, when Brian is there, it's real, and it's in the when he's there, it's in the room, and everybody just naturally everybody just naturally brings their A game, and it's a rush. It's a tremendous feeling.
Would you rather take a midnight train going anywhere for the rest of your life, or have to listen to the music of Radio Gaga for the rest of your life?
That's the. Well, I'm adventurous. Let's take the train.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Would you rather have to wear the kinky boots for the rest of the pandemic all the time, not being able to take them off, or have to dress like Scaramouche for the rest of the pandemic every single day without taking it off?
I mean, like, no offense, but like, that's kind of how I dress anyways. Maybe not leather corsets every day, but like, I mean, just for ease and yes, I'll be dressed as Scaramouche, probably, at least theatrically, for quite a long while in the future.
Would you rather wear the Simba costume for the rest of isolation, or wear the Brit costume for the rest of isolation?
Either one of those costumes is not going to go well through the winter. But at least the We Will Rock You costume has a t-shirt, and boots.
Right.
It's got to be a tie. I can't pick one or the other.
Would you rather have somebody to love for the rest of your life, or be a killer queen but never be able to love again?
Oh, no. I mean, I'd rather have someone to love for the rest of my life. And at the end of the day, they can consider me their killer queen.
True or false? Fat bottom girls make the world go round.
They sure do.
True or false? Do you want to break free?
True. So true.
Is crazy little thing called love an accurate statement?
I think so.
True or false? We will rock you.
Absolutely true. That's all we do is rock all day long. And you know what? We're going to rock again, because the theater will come back. And people are craving it, and there's so much energy and love, and we're going to find ways to continue to rock people for years to come.
There is so many. One thing that I remember, one of my biggest fear was forgetting my lines, okay? And because as you can imagine, in the first few months, ad-libbing in English was a whole different thing for me. Even still today, I'd probably be all like knocked off my skates and my feet. And anyway, so the first few months, it was my biggest fear. Erica Peck and I were on stage. I don't remember who messed up, but it's probably her. No, I'm kidding. But like, we were in a scene where we were coming up on stage from the floor, out of traps, coming in and again, arguing, like screaming at each other. It was like a fight scene type of thing. And then we got lost. and then we were trying to get back to where we were to get the scene to make sense. And in my mind, I went like, screw it, go back to your hole. And I jumped in my hole, I shoved the trap, and the scene was scene. I was like, scene, we're done. Let's not try to recuperate the whole thing and make sense out of it. We're just gonna, you know what, Erica, you go, you do your exit, I do mine, we're doing it right now, and next scene.
There was a point in the show where I would have to take off my shoes because we were going to do it in a van. You can't do it with your shoes on. And one or two nights I would take them off, but I would forget. I was supposed to pick them up in the blackout and like put them in the van. And one or two times I would like forget. And then I would have realized that my shoes are still on the stage for the next scene, but B, now I don't have any shoes. I mean, and look, it happens. Like, you forget the words. You think that like you couldn't possibly to such famous music. I am here to tell you that is not the case. It's very easy to forget the words because you realize you don't have to think about them anymore. Oh my gosh, there was a night Yvonne accidentally, because we're so close, elbowed me, and I thought I had lost my 2 front teeth. And I had to keep going in the scene. And I was like looking for them on the stage, but also trying to like act. It was weird. I mean, there's more than one giant moment of like the worst thing happening. There's just little things that happen throughout every week and every show that make your experience so unique, even though technically the show is the same.
I will say that I'm not going to name names, but on a final show, someone, has to drink out of a fake bottle of whiskey. Someone filled it with whiskey without letting that person know.
Oh my God.
That was interesting.
Well, it's crazy because the naughty stuff of our time is like the naughty stuff of this time. So I realized that, the culture has changed so much. But I mean, we used to prank each other all the time. And there was nothing in it that was necessarily harassment or dirty, because there was a lot of consent. But, there are things that I can't even speak about anymore.
Probably the worst one was when I broke a string during the Bohemian Rhapsody solo, because at the end there's a big moment. The whole cast performs Bohemian Rhapsody, and before the choral section, the gates of Wembley open, which you're familiar with if you know the show at all, and they get me. I walk out and I play the solo, and it's a big moment. The whole cast are doing like this, like the whole Wayne's World, we're not worthy thing.
We're not worthy.
And I've done it literally 1,000 times. And this one time I broke a string, and just to get technical, this is called a floating bridge. It's balanced on springs. So when you break a string, it goes out of balance, and it goes like this. And here's how it sounds. So I really had no choice but to play. I just quickly found one string that was sort of in tune, and I tried to play the whole solo on one string. And I have to say, it didn't sound that good. I wound up just finding one note, one common tone, and just bending the crap out of it and hanging on.
Oh my God.
Well, everybody else was probably, Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. Open your eyes. Look up to the skies and see.
I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy because I'm easy come, easy go, a little high, a little low. Any way the wind blows, it doesn't really matter to me.
Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger. Now he's dead.
Mama, life had just begun, and now I've gone and thrown it all away.
Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on. Carry on. As if nothing really matters.
Too late, my time has come. Sends shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
Mama, ooh, I don't want to die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Galileo. Galileo? Galileo. Galileo. Galileo Figaro Magnifico.
I'm just a poor boy and nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go?
Bismillah! No, we will not let you go. We will not let you go. We'll not let you go.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me.
So, you think you can stop me and spit in my eye?
So you think you can love me and leave me to die?
Oh, baby. Can't do this to me, baby.
Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here.
Nothing really matters.
Anyone can see.
Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
Any way the wind blows.
Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Check-In From Away.
Keep on rocking.
Cheers! Whoa!
Yeah.
That was amazing!